As the movement for racial equality hits a fever pitch across the United States, it's not only protesters and adults who are standing up, but also teenagers at the nation's most elite private schools.
We all see color because, like, America was founded on racism, and it's like we're like constantly, it's in all the systems that we take part in. It's part of our education. It's part of where we live. It's part of the way that we're born into the world. Like, racism is everywhere.
16-year-old Sophie David is a high school sophomore at New York's Ethical Culture Fieldston School, which has come under fire for racism, despite being an institution geared towards social responsibility and activism.
For years, Americans have been taking the radicalness of King's career and flattening it into a story appropriate for picture books, the story of a two-dimensional hero.
Sophie herself took the stage as the closing speaker at last year's Martin Luther King Jr. Assembly. Yet Sophie says the administration falls short of disciplining those who are accused of racial slurs.
There was a video released last year of some students in my sister's grade from their freshman year, they were seniors, calling a boy in their grade who's Black the N-word.
Sophie is a member of Students of Color Matter, which staged a lockout of the school's administration building. They refused to leave for 4 days until administrators signed a list of nearly 20 short and long-term demands. Everything from implementing mandatory Black Studies courses to racial bias training for both faculty and parents.
Like, spread the word on social media, and I would say like 90% of students like did it, and we're sitting, like, classes were very much disrupted, which is the point.
Despite efforts to ban the Confederate flag at NASCAR races and even recent cases of vandalism of statues of President Andrew Jackson and Christopher Columbus, you can't whitewash history, even America's dark history of slavery.
And there's this, like, good, not racist, bad racist binary that is ingrained to us, that, like, racism can only be, like, a deliberate act of discrimination.
With other academic institutions now implementing changes to become more inclusive, Sophie feels confident that restorative justice can be served with a new generation of young Americans willing to fight the fight for change through dialogue and education.
White people, like, take it as an attack on their morals to be called racist, when reality, like, we're all racist because we perpetrate and benefit from the system that's oppressing people of color.
Emily Francis, I-24 News.